Welcome to Sports Playback, the show that brings you the best highlights, scores, and matchups from all your favorite Centinela Valley schools. Lawndale losing or Hawthorne, we've got them all. Back with another exciting show. I'm Karen Bright. In the last of regular season play, we'll see a league power seek redemption against a wolf in sheep's clothing, and a crosstown rivalry so fierce, records go out the window, either team could take it. But first, we go to the beginning of the week, which brought us two struggling Ocean League squads fighting to right the ship, and a Pioneer League power hoping to bounce back from a heartbreaking home loss to another league contender. First up, it was Pioneer League pandemonium as Lusinger hit the road to face the North Saxons. The first place Olympians, still minus sophomore Devin Newton, needed to pull together to keep their team in the title talk. Devontae Carr and Darian Williams led Lou House in a down-to-the-wire 70-69 win, improving to 7-2 in league play, clinching for now at least a share of the league title. Over in the Ocean League, Hawthorne, away as well, took to the court in Culver City. In the battle of the bottom, both teams came in at 1-7. Unfortunately for Hawthorne, they'd take sole ownership of it as the Centaurs delivered a 65-55 defeat. Meanwhile, across town in the Cards cage, Lawndale hoped to snap a three-game skid after Friday's OT loss to Beverly Hills as they hosted the El Segundo Eagles. It was senior night at the Cards cage and the Beckles family there. Delano and his older brother Orlando, a former Cardinal himself. Lawndale honoring 10 graduating seniors, 3 of them heading to D1 programs next year. Chris White and his parents, Chris showing some UTEP love, that's where he'll be. And now to the game. A young El Segundo on a 3-game win streak hung with the big guys in a weird first quarter for the Cardinals. After a cold start, Quincy Pinkard's gonna get him going. The alley-oop to Snedeker, and Lawndale closes out the first up 13-7. Second quarter now, it's Brandon Newman taking advantage of the 2-on-1 with the lay-in, and that gets Pinkard and Snedeker all fired up. On the other end of the court, Newman streaks by with a steal, way up high with another, forcing the Eagles timeout. Delano Beckles getting fancy with the all-star worthy reverse layup there, and back-to-back slam dunk. Yeah, that's right. Lawndale heads to the locker room up 36-22 at the half. In the third, it's a trademark jam from Chimezi Metu. UTEP commit Chris White pulls up for 2 of his 7 on the night, extending the Lawndale lead as they close out the third. Final quarter of play, and it's senior David Broster heating up, nails that 3. Check out the form. DeAndre Snedeker adds the final touches, a 16-point night for him, and Lawndale says bye-bye to their losing streak, moving back into the number 2 spot with a 76-48 win. The time has come. The finale is about to begin. It's the last night of regular season, and first up, still on the road, Lusinger heads to Compton for an under-the-radar showdown that throws the leaderboard out the window. The Olympians, still without D. Newton, hope to avenge the painful 59-47 loss Centennial handed them just 2 weeks ago. The Apaches will hit the court with an upgraded 5th-place status since their last meeting. Will that mean more trouble for the visiting Olympians? A losing or win will clinch the league title outright. A loss means they might have to share. And now for our game of the week. What better way to end the season than with this ferocious rivalry? Hawthorne has home court advantage as they host the number 2 Cardinals. It's almost time for the tip, so I'm going to send it down to the court. For Sports Playback, I'm Karen Bright. Lou, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, and we have a finale on our hands tonight here at Hawthorne High School at Kai Courtney Gym. Lawndale Cardinals coming in to take on the Hawthorne Cougars and throw the records out the window tonight.
Well, the Cougars certainly want to throw their record out the window, but, you know, it's senior night for them. It's a big night, emotional. It's a crosstown rivalry. They're pumped up. Talked to Coach Gray earlier. They're just going to come out and let it all hang out and see if they can pull off a big upset.
All right, covering the Cardinals for us tonight is Sebastian Spencer. And this, for them, they just need to have fun, but also get a win.
Yeah, definitely have fun, also get a win. A good chance for Coach Brownlee to get some guys in there, to get some repetitions that haven't been playing a lot this year. Because playoffs coming right around, you want to rest Chemezi, Broderick, Delano, all of those guys, so a couple starters as well. But he said they're going to play just as many minutes as they played the other night. So it's a good opportunity for them to get themselves ready for the playoffs.
All right, Rufus, and yeah, the Cardinals just need to wash away the troubles of the last few games and have fun. But what about these Cougars? What do they have to do?
Well, the Cougars really are playing for pride tonight. They expect to come in with a big effort. Coach Gray is expecting his senior-laden team. He's got 9 seniors. He expects to play all over the night. Give them a chance to show their fans and their friends one last time what an experience has been to be a part of this program. It's been a tough year, but boy, a win tonight would make a whole lot of those losses go away.
That's right. Tamara Lata is going to be covering the Cougars for us tonight. What can we look for?
Well, you know, I talked to Coach Gray before the game, and he did tell me that he's looking for his guys to come out and start the game fast. He said he's looking to have good ball movement and spread the floor and try to stop these big guys. He said if he can do that, he likes his chances.
All right, so we're going to have a good one tonight. Senior night here at Kai Courtney Gymnasium. Tip-off's right around the corner.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship UConn Huskies basketball team, and you're losing your Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper. Good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Back here at Kai Courtney Gym, courtside with Rufus Washington. And good news so far, the Lawndale Lady Cardinals flew over the Cougars 48-38. But now we just have to concentrate on senior night, and always nice to see the seniors getting on it.
Certainly is, Lou, and tonight is a special night for 9 Hawthorne seniors as they play their last home game here at Kai Courtney Gymnasium.
Lots of people with their cameras and some other seniors there. Now you can't tell those two are sisters, can you?
It's hard to.
Now they twins, or? If
I
not,
know they were in the homecoming court. Well, one was, and the other was her supporter.
okay. So 9 seniors on this Cougar team. We saw a lot of seniors the other night in Lawndale. And let's hope that the Cougars can come out with a little more excitement than the Cardinals did. Maybe they got that senioritis.
Exactly. And it looks like they've got a couple other celebrations they're doing in addition to the boys basketball team senior night.
Well, while we have a chance, Rufus, why don't we take time to thank the coaches that we've been covering, the teams we've been covering here at Hawthorne. Coach David Jello Gray in his 2nd year with assistance from Roger the Moose Davis and Coach Kelly. There he is right there. A watch. Do people still wear those?
A few people. I mean, guys like me and you still wear them.
Yep.
Young people don't even know what they are.
Just like TVs.
Right.
Except when it comes to channel, it's their CityTV, right? And the Lawndale Cardinals, headed by Coach Chris Brownlee in his 3rd year. And like we were talking about, that's a true family affair with Ed and Mama Brownlee there every home game.
Yep.
Johnny Parker and Ed Brownlee, the assistants for the Cardinals. And Ali Provence in his 5th year with Charlie Schreier and Robbie Rose as the assistants. And then every once in a while we get Ali's mom up there watching.
There you go.
She stands right over our broadcast position so she can watch the TV while the game's going on.
And you know, it's hard to imagine that Coach Provaz is now the dean of the coaches in this 3-school area that we cover and have covered for so many years.
And just want to thank them for their cooperation this year. And we couldn't do these broadcasts without it.
Certainly couldn't, and you're exactly right. I mean, they're always supportive, and now we see the seniors starting to come out. That's Markel Gray.
Okay, wearing number 0, the 6', 168 senior. And they're getting a gift from Coach Jello. Looks like they're all the seniors are getting watches.
Those are nice gifts, man. I'm just looking at the box alone, and I'm impressed. To be young and gifted.
Now the next one up should be Shigbo Anakum, the 6'6 senior. He's going to hit his head. He's going to break that doorway.
It's a nice prop that was done by the woodworking department.
Gonna see, I'm so far behind in the social media. There's another watch. I don't even know what this Instagram stuff is. Now we come to Michael Blackwell. Or is this Maya Kawhi?
Yep.
Maya Kawhi, wearing number 3, is a 5'10 senior. And one of the leading scorers on this team, and has actually earned his way into that starting lineup, Rufus.
He certainly did. And I just saw a close-up of those watches, man. Those are some nice parting gifts.
Yeah. See, do you have any eligibility left? I know I don't.
I know, and here comes number 3, Michael Blackwell.
And he's the leading scorer on this team. So, a job well done. I like that. It's on the bottom of the Instagram there. It says 2015 likes.
And this is number 5, Jaleel Enriquez.
And with his family. Good looking family.
I'm gonna see if somebody will let us see one of those nice pieces of jewelry.
See that watch there? This Mrs. Blackwell. So those are nice watches.
That's Davion Lee, one of the guys who we know we'll see a lot of tonight. Another senior, been a major contributor to this program this year.
That's right, don't cover up mama. Jello Gray handing out the watches. That's a nice touch of class.
That is.
Davion Lee. This should be Naz Shabazz. See, they didn't go through the Instagram. Kind of like a photo booth.
It is. But, you know, one of those things where you go inside and pull the curtain and flip the switch.
So that
This
was-
guy we know for sure.
Absolutely. The former Cardinal, the transfer over here, number 24, Cesar Arazo.
Three-point shooter deluxe.
That's right. I think he smiled. Usually we don't see him smile because that's the way a cold-blooded three-point shooter is. They don't smile. they're like the gunslinger.
There you go, they're hired assassins.
And number 33, Isaiah Davis.
Just a tip to you, Coach told me he wouldn't reveal because he had 9 seniors. He said, look, I haven't picked who's going to start, you know. But he did say, I will tell you one guy, expect to get out there and get some action because he's been here through thick and thin, and that's Isaiah Davis. And he's one of those kind of guys that says, you know, we've had our ups and downs, but this guy's been the one guy that's been the steady, constant in my program.
And that's our senior night festivities. We'll be back with the opening tip-off right after this.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Back here at Kai Courtney Gym, and why don't we take a watch at the Hawthorne Cougars pregame warm-up as they're emulating the New Zealand soccer team. Johnny Parker leading them in the warm-ups, so very well synchronized. Now they've morphed into their layup drills.
Right.
But why don't we talked about Ali Pervaz for a little while. Lusinger earned at least a share of the Pioneer League title with a win, a 1-point win over the Duperons and North Torrance.
And that was at North, so that had to be a battle, especially since what happened the last time we saw him over at Lou House.
That's right. I believe it happened pretty much in the last few seconds there. And Luke Duperon, well, I don't think he flipped his lid, but they win 70-69. There you see Cesar Arazo. But Lusinger with a 7-2 record. South with a 6-3 record. And South is at North tonight.
But
And last time
congratulations
South
to
won.
Pervaz, though, just to be in their first time through.
Right.
Known the Ocean League, not Pioneer, I should say rather, known otherwise as the Torrance League. with Lusinger and Sentinel being the outsiders in that league, but just an outstanding accomplishment for his team to be able to go in first year in league and win at least a share of the league title, and can win it outright tonight with the win, as you mentioned, over Centennial, which won't come easy. You know, when you look at this, Lou, when we saw Centennial, they were 0-4
right
in league, okay? And since then, they've gone 4-1. You know, they've made some noise, and that first win that got them started was against the Olympians at Lou House, and they've been on a roll ever since.
And they're sitting in 4th place right now, and heck, who knows? They could grab a win again and shoot down Lusinger's hopes and maybe sneak in the back door in the playoffs.
Well, they could. It'd be a long shot in
Yep.
their division. You know, obviously Lusinger's going in, and I would think South and North is a possibility. North is the one that needs a win tonight against South to somewhat ensure themselves of a playoff spot.
All right, and here tonight we have the Lawndale Cardinals at 15-10, 6-3, good enough for second, tied for second in the Ocean League, and 4-1 at home. And the Hawthorne Cougars, 5-20 overall, 1-8 in the Ocean League, and have lost 6 in a row, and they're 1-5 here at Courtney Gym.
And this is what they refer to as the cozy confines.
It sure is. Well, it was a hot day today, and this is an old barn. There's nothing as far as insulation here, so it's still warm in here.
And there ain't even a fan in here.
Well, not the kind that blows air. There's a lot of fans in here. I mean, Lawndale traveled very well, and the Hawthorne Cougars also have lots of fans here as well.
I mean, of course they traveled well. They only had to go 1.6 miles.
Okay. Well, we're going to get right to it. And Lawndale in their road blacks, Hawthorne in their home whites. It'll be Chigbo Anaquim against Buddha Jones.
And in fact, let's see which 5 seniors Coach Gray sent out there.
Well, Devin Harris actually is he's a sophomore, so he's out there. Number 22, Kayshawn Curry is a junior. Orasso's a senior. Jones wins the tip, but it's taken away by the Cougars, and we're underway. Markel Gray is a senior. He's out there. Now Curry gets it back to Harris. So Jello Gray going with his best team rather than his senior team to start things off.
We'll go over some of the things that he's doing right now, what they said they wanted to do. Still a lot of time in the shot clock. They wanted to work the clock down, although Orozco takes an early jumper.
Well, you know, Caesar wants to have a big night tonight against his old team. Zone defense shown by the Cougars in the Cardinals' first offensive set. And the pass to Jones is saved by White. Gets it to Shemezi Matu.
And that's the one thing that Coach Gray said he didn't want to see, and that was the bigs working inside.
Up, he had a wide open space in order to work there.
Of course, they've got a huge size advantage over the Hawthorne team.
Curry with the runner. That won't go down, and the rebound is tipped and taken by Hawthorne, but stolen away by Chris White. And back come the Lawndale Cardinals. 6:22 left to go in the first quarter. White with a long three, in and out. Jones with the rebound, puts it up, but he's fouled by Harris. So that'll be Devon's first. As a matter of fact, he's getting you see the foul right there. First one by Broderick's is good. Headed for San Diego State, 6'10", 210 pounds. Delano Beckles is out there as well, along with T.J. Johnson.
And that was 2 good-looking free throws by Broderick. Nothing but net on both shots.
And that's what you got to do. I mean, it's if you're going to go to the next level, you really got to make your free throws. And Arasso for 3 just barely misses that one. Almost put him back in the ball game. Charlie White with the rebound, but now a steal by Hawthorne, and look out. Looked like a foul on the shot, but no call. There's a shot there by Arasso. 3rd time's a charm for Caesar.
Yeah. Took him 3, but he finally got it to drop, and it looks good. And that last play, I think that was more of a turnover than a steal by the Cardinals. Pass thrown at the feet of Chemez and Mitu. And when you do that, it's hard for a big man, 6'10", to go down at his ankles to get a pass.
T.J. Johnson, as Chris White will inbound it. And a travel.
So 2 quick turnovers by the Cardinals here in the early going. They lead 4-3. We're in the first 2.5 minutes of the ball game.
Might have get away with that in the NBA, but not here. As Markel Gray misses the shot. Rebound to Jones. TJ gets it back to Jones. Nice quick turnaround jumper. Rattled home by Shemezi. He has 4.
All right, and that was a good-looking turnaround jumper.
Just caught and shot. On the run is Gray. Dueling double zeros, and the shot was bothered by Shemezi, but it's stolen back by Gray. Shoots it immediately, won't go down. Rebound by Shemezi.
Okay. It's going to be a foul against the Cardinals. That's a pick-em foul there.
That's on the Cougars.
It's on the Cougars. Let's see who they gave it to. You had a couple of guys in there.
Gray?
There's a reach right there. Well, again, either one. You want to give it to the first man they saw, then that would be great. And we'll check that at halftime.
So Cardinals bring it up. White with it. Chris pump fakes and a travel. Cesar Arazo came flying by, and Chris did a little stutter step.
Wanted to shake him free, but he moved his feet to do that, and the official, yep, we saw in the replay, good call by the official. Let me tell you who they are. They are Troy Ante is the ref. That's him that you see on the screen right now, and the official underneath is Eric McNally.
And a foul called, and it'll be out of bounds underneath the basket. Is that Shemezi they called that on?
Looks like it was. That's the indication that I saw, number 4.
So that's the first foul on Shemezi and the Cardinals. Wide open for Arazo, and he missed it. That's probably why, because he was so wide open. In the ball game is Chigbo Anaquim. And the ball goes out of bounds to the Cardinals with 4:08 left in the first quarter. White to TJ. Beckles for 3. Little long. Rebound is off, and that's going to be a foul on White.
That's one of the easiest ones we'll have tonight in terms of identifying who the foul was on.
And Davion Lee tripped over him. Davion in the ball game for the first time.
Davion, one of the seniors on this team, so you got Davion, Cesar Arazo, Markel Gray. That's 3 seniors. Got Kayshawn Curry with the basket there.
That was Cesar Arazo,
Oh,
excuse me.
okay.
That's okay. Because he just took it right down the lane and put it over everybody. Shemezi with the long 2. It's an air ball. It's picked up by Curry. Curry with the long pass, and that's stolen by TJ. Here comes Beckles looking down. Oh, that got for Matu. And a good play by Davion Lee to keep that rim right where it is.
There we see the dish by Beckles, boy, and he came across the arm of Chamizi Matu. So Davion picks up the foul, his first of the game. Chamizi goes to the line to shoot a pair.
And that backboard breathed a sigh of relief.
Right.
Matu misses the first one. Coming in the ball game is Brandon Newman, a senior. And it looks like DeAndre Snedecor might be in for Matu. So 5 points for Shemezi, and he'll take a rest. Snedeker in.
This is, of course, the last game of the regular season for most teams in the CIF Southern section.
And the pass is tipped and stolen away. To TJ for the finish, no. Tip by Pinkert, no. Snedeker, yes.
DeAndre picking up where he left off the other night.
It's our player of the game.
Player of the game.
And you have a very, very spiffy hat tonight.
Well, it's a weather thing. We'll talk about that a little later, man. That's Davion Lee with the basket.
With 2:35 left to go in the first quarter. Now, is it me or is it 11-7 or 11-5? Did I miss something?
Let's see.
7. Okay, 7.
No, I got 9. 9 for Lawndale.
Okay. I put it in the wrong spot. I put Arazo's basket in the wrong spot. That's what happened. My bad. His senior gifts are abounding. Gray with it. Gray turns on the speed, puts it up. With the reverse layup won't go down. But the rebound is taken by Curry. Walks out for a 3. That's an air ball. And TJ Johnson lets it go out of bounds with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
And should mention that Kason Curry, of course, the younger brother of Casey Jones, whose name is up there on the board as a member of that 2006 Hawthorne championship team, league championship team.
What a team that was. 3-point shots put up and in. I believe that was Brandon Newman. So Brandon with his first bucket of the game gives some distance, says Curry can't make it go down. Here comes Jones, and he's fouled after the pass by Quincy Pinkert. He'll get 2 at the line. This is Davion Lee with his second, 4th team foul. And Buda Jones going to the line, who's already 2 out of 2.
Short, Arasso goes off, and coming on now for him is Cameron Hendricks. As Kason Curry also goes off, and Bruce Hogan's comes on. That was short too.
And saved by the Cardinals.
That's Quincy Pinkert. And Quincy Pinkert was the Tip of the Hat Award winner.
There you go.
In our last game.
Takes a shot, won't go down. Rebound, though, is to Jones, who put it up and in. Nice effort by Buda Jones.
Now to force Coach David Jello Gray into a timeout as his Hawthorne Cougars with 1:13 left here in the first. The Lawndale Cardinals have doubled up on them, as you can see, 14-7. And the one thing he was telling us he didn't want to have happen, and that was for the bigs to get going, and that's exactly what Lawndale has been able to do, as out of those 14 points, Chamizi has 7, Roderick Jones has 4 of them, and DeAndre Snedeker, who's the other big, he's got a pair. So that's 13 of the 14 right there by the Lawndale Bigs.
Well, that's so important to have that on your team. It's a nice luxury, that's for sure. And just looking at Chris Brownlee's face, he looks very relaxed in the huddle tonight, unlike the past 2 games we saw him.
Well, he'd like to think you take nobody for granted, and certainly not a crosstown rivalry game. But what they want to believe, what they want to accomplish is that this game will give them, it'll battle test them a little bit, and it'll give them some momentum going into the playoffs. And by the way, playoff invitations go out this Sunday.
So I know where you're going to be on Sunday as Brandon Newman makes the steal on the full court pressure. But this has been a very good backcourt pressure, full court press by the Cardinals all season long.
All season. And Newman has come up with numerous steals. There's Chamizi down low. No contest.
And 1.
Well, let's see who they're going to give this one to. They had a couple of guys in there. Looks like they give it to number 2. That's Aniquam.
Shigbo Anaquan.
So Matu misses, and battle for the rebound. It's taken by Bruce Hogans. Bounce pass underneath, and it's stolen by Quincy Pinkert. Gives it to Newman, and now we have a whistle, an injured.
Medical was down. Wow, we didn't see it. Hopefully our cameras have, because we turned to follow the action the other way.
So DeAndre comes off, and that's good news. Under his own steam.
And able to jog off, and that's even better news.
Yep. So I'm sure one of our intrepid reporters will find out what the kink in DeAndre is.
You think?
Absolutely, they're on it.
Okay.
TJ has it. Now bounce pass underneath to Quincy. Over to Shemezi. It's poked out of bounds. And the 35-second, oh, there's 16 seconds left. That's why there's no 35. So Newman waiting for the clock to count down below 10. Maya Kawhi also in the ball game now for Hawthorne in a 3-2 defense. It's a teardrop, won't go. What Matu says here.
Wow.
Buddy, I'll put it back in there for you.
That basket's good, and that'll end the first quarter. And boy, it ends in an explosive way as Chimizi comes down with the follow slam. Let's go over to Sebastian as we watch the replay.
I got a chance to talk to senior Markel Gray for the Hawthorne Cougars, and he just talked a little bit about his 4 years, over the years here at Hawthorne. He's went through 2 coaches, Dave Egan, and he gets to play for Coach Jello, Jim Gray. But one of the things he talked about was, you know, a lot of people want to talk about Hawthorne and its coaches and about how they are the guys that they have to blame. He said, really, it's just the players. He said, Coach Gray has been a great coach for them all year. And he said he's done a great job of keeping the guys close, and he totally believes that this is the guy for the job for the next years to come here at Hawthorne. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Sebastian, for that insight. And that proverbial vote of confidence is always nice to have, although it can be a little tricky at times. But I've had the opportunity to talk to Coach Gray, and you're right, he's playing guys he inherited. He's instilling a culture in the program that's taken some of his players a little while to get used to. But guess what? He's got a group of young underclassmen coming up that he can really mold into the kind of players he wants. And I agree with Sebastian. I think more than anything else, he deserves a continued opportunity to grow this program.
Let's hope he gets that chance. Pinkert gets it over Newman. Wide open 3, two-handed set shot. Just like you saw it on the video. 6 points for Brandon. Or the old kinescope. I don't think, well, there's a 3-point shot. That's off the mark by Anaquim. And back comes Pinkert. Pinkert to Newman. Tried to get it to go, but no.
Fouled on the play.
If that's on Lee, that might be his 3rd foul.
And that is on Lee. Officially indicates that it's on number 11. And that's a tough break for the for Hawthorne, because Lee is one of their key players.
First one is in for Brandon. 7 points. So Lee and Markel Gray out of the ball game. Coming in, Jaleel Enriquez. Second one is in by Newman. Boy, has he really grown into a good player or what?
Absolutely has. Put the time in over the years. Had an older brother to kind of show him the way and show him the ropes here under Coach Brownlee. And in his senior year has developed into his own guy.
Michael Blackwell in the ball game, and a whistle off of a foot, so it's going to be a new 35 for Hawthorne. There you see it, Jaleel. He's wish we'd seen more of him this year. He's a good player. Pass is way out and thrown into the hands of Newman on the steal. Newman wants to take it himself, but dribbles it off his foot and back the other way. Nope, here look out. Over to White, gets his man in the air, puts it up as in, and one.
Scored a basket. Chamizi with the assist. Could have taken it himself. Well, there on a replay, Chamizi had a wide open slam dunk, but they're having a little fun now. He gives it off to Chris White for the basket. Chris White to go to the line for the three-point attempt.
The old-fashioned way. So Chris with 3 on the night. Wide open, but didn't take the shot, was Enriquez. But over in the corner, the shot's taken, won't go down for Blackwell. Rebound to the Cardinals. Newman running the offense. Dump down low to Matu. Nice little move, but a foul on Chigbo Anaquan. See if they give him at least a 1-and-1 now.
Two shots on the play.
So Chemezi with 9 points already. Just finding his stroke there. It's 2 out of 4. Sitting down is Anaquan for the Cougars. Hits the front of the iron there, but Hawthorne got the rebound, but shot is missed underneath by Pinkard and stolen by White. Pinkard gets it back, 3-on-2. Pinkard trying to do it himself. Matu tried to get it, but nope. Rebound is picked up by Hogan's, and he puts it up over Matu, and he'll get 2 in the line.
And let's see who they give it to. They had a couple of Cougars there. You had Jones there, you had Pinkard on the backside. Looks like they give it to Broderick.
Well, there's Quincy in there too. So you gave it to Broderick?
He gave it to Broderick.
Okay. Third team foul. First shot missed by Hogan's. So that breaks a 9-0 run by the Cardinals out of the gate. 1 point for Bruce. White for 3, in and out. Rebound is off, it's taken by Kawhi. Kawhi rumbling down the lane, and was this one going to be a backcourt violation? Yep. Or are they giving a foul on Chris White?
No, they're going to make it a possession inbound here.
Okay.
It was a backcourt violation, although Coach Gray thought it was touched by one of the Lawndale Cardinals.
Of course. White for 3 from way downtown, almost from the corner over a Cougar burger. And it's stolen away by Jones. So Buddha with his first bucket of the second quarter now has a half dozen. And that one was almost stolen away there. 3-point shot taken by Hogan's. And look at that rebound by Newman, one-handed. Look at that. White coming up with the offensive rebound. Newman picks it up. Newman off of Kawhi, so it'll be out of bounds Lawndale. And coming in now is Delano Beckles back in the ball game.
Along with David Brost, I believe that is, who had a big game the other night.
So we may not see DeAndre back after that tweaked leg. Still waiting on one of our intrepid reporters. Buddha Jones rattles it around, and Chris White fumbles it out. We may not see a whole lot of Chemezi tonight either.
Right. And there's a reason for that. Let's face it, man. Right now the score is 29-8 with 4:45 left here in the first half. And you're getting ready for a playoff run. You know, while you want to play them, you certainly want to minimize the risk of injury.
Yep, you want to keep him fresh, keep the rust off. Michael Blackwell shoots it over Chris White, just barely missed that one. You know, Mama Blackwell sitting to my left here. Brandon Newman to White. Over to Beckles. Hop, skip, and a jump for Brandon Newman with 10 points. And that ball almost went out the door.
Well, that was kids' play for Boo. Yeah. I mean, you got a guy that, if you look there, and that's Enriquez, who's listed at 5'8".
Yeah, you're right. He's listed at 5'8".
And Buddha barely left his feet to go get that one.
So 30 seconds left to go on their shot clock. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Looping pass to Blackwell. Give and go from Hogan's. Gets it back out front. Good passing by the Cougars. And boy, that's just a tall wall to get around.
Right.
Blackwell almost stole it, but White brings it to the front court. Here comes Broster. Gives it to Newman. Here comes a two-headed set shot. Nope.
He's knocked down a couple of those tonight. Couldn't get that one to go.
Blackwell gets it to Curry. Little long. Rebound is off to Newman.
Newman making an early run here at that coveted tip of the hat award. Maybe even player of the game.
That's what I'm thinking. He wanted that tip of the hat. Broster. And that's going to be called goaltending. Defensive goaltending. No basket.
Actually, offensive basket interference. Because if it were defensive, the basket would be good.
Okay. So coming in now is DeAndre Snedeker coming back in, so that's good news. In for Jones. Full court pressure shown by the Cardinals. Just working on the game. Anaquim back in for the Cougars. Ball bounced to Arazo. Got it from Enriquez.
Let's see how far down in the shot clock they go. Coach Gray told me in my pregame conversation with him that he wanted to go deep in the shot clock. This time they got it down to 13. I think he wants to go even deeper than that.
Hey, there's our intrepid reporters.
There they are.
Right behind Jaleel Enriquez. We were looking for him. Beckles. Now in the corner.
Well, Snedeker is back out on the floor. So that's a good thing. And that was Brown with the three-pointer. Chris White, rather.
And he has a half a dozen. Underneath. Snedeker with a foul on that one. And Markel Gray forcing the action.
Late but right. Late but right.
That's a tough one. But yep.
But we're glad to see DeAndre back out on the floor, as you mentioned. And I was in agreement with you. I was a little surprised that he even came back out. The game is 34-8 right now. And we got a timeout on the floor.
With 2:21 left to go in the first half. It's been all Cardinals. And they've actually ball game because they've been doing the full court pressure, lots of substitutions. And let's go to Tamra.
Coach Gray is not happy with his team's performance thus far. And that last time out, he told them, protect the paint, stop being scared, put a body on those big guys. Let's see if they follow his lead here in the second quarter.
All right, thank you very much, Tamra. So 2:21 left to go, and what do you tell your Cougars in the huddle?
Well, you tell them still, hey, let's hold the fort. They were down the other night against, I believe it was Culver City that they played. Well, yeah, it had to be Culver City because Lawndale played El Segundo, and Beverly Hills played Santa Monica. They were down early, big at the half, 33-16. Made a big run in the second half, came up about 8 points short, but they got themselves back in the game, and they got to believe that they can do that again.
So 1 point there, 1 out of 2 for Markel Gray. And not a whole lot of points being scored by the Cougars in this quarter. Rebound gets back to the Cardinals. 3-point shot by Snedeker won't go down. Rebound to the Cougars and Michael Blackwell. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Curry bounce pass it. Check that Markel. Bounce pass and
it took Anaquan too long to gather his feet, too many steps, so it's a turnover. Just as I was about to say, they've got to make every offensive possession count and every defensive trip, they've got to hold them.
DeAndre Snedeker gets it off to Beckles with the pass off the front of the iron. And now the rebound is off. Blackwell has it. It's 2-on-1. He'll shoot from the foul line. No. Snedeker up high with the rebound. Gets it off quick to TJ. They're on the run.
So
Cougars are back.
That's another trip. They come up empty, Lou, after making travel there that he got away with. But again, here's another trip. This time they score. So 1 out of 3 trips, they score a basket. That was Kason Curry with that basket.
Snedeker saves it, but it's out of bounds. Steps on the sideline. So it's turned over to the Cougars with 1:02 left to go in the second quarter.
So Cougars on a little 3-0 run of their own. They were down 34-8, and now it's 34-11 with under a minute left.
Blackwell goes around to Curry's screen and is fouled from behind.
Looks like
by DeAndre Snedeker.
Yes, sir.
So 4 team fouls. That's the second on DeAndre. Oops.
Well,
got a little facial.
And actually, it might have been Chris White as well. Actually, the initial contact was by Chris White.
Well, we could always change it. First one is a little long for Blackwell. Michael, the 5'10" senior, leading scorer on this team. Makes the second one. That's his first point in the ball game. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Beckles, and that's to Broster. Just missed the 3-pointer, looking to get on the board. Gray. We're trying to hit Anaklum, but it's tipped out of bounds by Broster. Good defensive player.
And that's hustle. Broster took the shot up here, missed it, and tipped it out of bounds on the other end, all in the same sequence.
Exactly. The forgotten man. Ball is inbounded just in the nick of time by Blackwell inside the 3-point line. Can't get it to go down with 30 seconds left. And it goes out of bounds off of Enriquez. So it'll be Cardinal ball. 35-second clock is dark with 25 left in the half. So let's see if the Cardinals will slow it down. Broster says, "No, I want to get in the scoreboard." And now he's double teamed.
And fouled on the play, and that should be, well, we can't tell from here. Well, no, it's a shooting situation because there are 18 fouls against the Cougars.
So it's 1-1 as Anaquim gets nailed with his second personal. 18 fouls. Broster to the line to shoot 2. Perfect. There's Chris Brownlee in his usual game face. Nice looking stroke, a little bit of a line drive for Broster. And there's Delano Beckles. He'll be guarding Michael Blackwell. 13 seconds left. Markel Gray against TJ. Curry has it with 5 seconds left. Better do something with it. Now Gray with a long three that was partially tipped, and that will end the first half of play. So it's been all Cardinals here tonight, that's for sure, as Lawndale holds Hawthorne to 5 points in that second quarter.
Yeah, and it looked like a low-scoring quarter for them, but they matched their output. And in fact, in both quarters, they've exceeded their season average by scoring 18 points. They averaged 16 on the season, in the second quarter 18 here, 36, which ironically enough is exactly where they were at halftime in their last game.
And now let's go to Tamara.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Brownlee. Coach Brownlee, your team they came out slow but picked it up in the second quarter. What changed out there?
We picked it up defensively. We're still a little slow than what we want to be. We have a lot of high expectations, so we're just trying to close out league healthy and in the right way. We got a lot of stuff that we still need to learn.
Here you're up by double digits. Are you looking to how much rest are you looking to get your starters tonight?
It's not about rest. It's about getting sharper and getting playoff ready, which we're not ready yet. So hopefully we can do a little better in the second half.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Tamara. And just like you said, just wants to keep his horses fresh and ready for the playoffs.
There you go. And so far they've had a big first half, but let's see what the Cougars can do when they come out for the second half. They were in a similar position a couple of nights ago and made a nice run. I'm sure Coach David Jello Gray is going to remind them of that, and they're going to come out fighting here in the second half.
All right, the third quarter is just around the corner.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Back here at Courtney Gymnasium, where it's all Lawndale Cardinals right now. And in the scoring department, Hawthorne Cougars, 1 point for Markel Gray, 1 for Michael Blackwell, 1 for Bruce Hogans, 2 points for Davion Lee, 2 points for Kayshawn Curry, and 5 points for Cesar Araja. For the Cardinals, 6 points for Broderick Jones, 10 points for Shemezi Matu, 9 in the first quarter. 2 points for David Broster, 10 for Brandon Newman, including 2 3-pointers. 2 points for DeAndre Snedeker, and 7 points, check that, 8 points for Chris White, including a 3-pointer. So the game just about ready to get back underway. And the Cougars just want to get respectable.
They want to get respectable, and the Cardinals want to get it over with.
Okay. So we'll talk a little bit more as the game progresses about what you're going to be doing on Sunday.
Yeah, among other things. It'll be a full day, but it's going to be a fun day because there's nothing like Selection Sunday in the CIF.
That's right. More tension than Selection Sunday for the NCAA.
Absolutely.
Markel Gray has it swatted away by Shemezi, but taken back by Davion Lee. And it's lookout in the front row. TJ dueling zeros. TJ and Markel. But it's tipped to the Cardinals.
That was a lot of action in 9 seconds.
Yeah. Ball is lobbed down low to Shemezi against Anaquim. And no look pass to Lee from Curry, and he puts it up and in and one.
Scores on the play, and the foul's going to be called on Buddha.
That should be his third. So starting things off the right way, Davion Lee. That was a nice assist from Kayshawn Curry. And this three the old-fashioned way. Now let's see, 11 and 3 is how many?
14.
Okay, I'm just wondering. So, scoreboard doesn't have it right.
No, but it was 12 at the half. Remember, it was 7 and 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My scoreboard was wrong. Okay.
Now we got a foul that was called down on the end line. We didn't see which Cougar it was called against.
First team foul, and the shot goes off the mark. As Lee gets it to Anaquim and puts it up and in. Good teamwork shown by the Cougars. They're on a 5-0 run.
A 5-0 run, and that's what I mentioned as we closed out the first half, that in their last game, they came out and made a nice little run against Culver City to get themselves back in the game. They got a ways to go here because they're still down by 19, but they can't afford to have any wasted possessions.
Lee has the ball tipped away from him out of bounds, dribbling it kind of high. DeAndre Snedeker comes in for him a two. I'm sure that Chris Brownlee didn't appreciate the three-point shot that he made. It's not a playoff move for him a two. Anaquim has it. He puts it up. Buddha Jones gets the rebound and clearing the lane. Snedeker.
They're going to say he stepped on the end line.
Okay. Fifth turnover for Lawndale. As Hogan's has it, double team, he gets it off to Gray. Hawthorne didn't have the numbers with Buddha Jones hanging back. Now Gray has it again. Got it back from Jigbu, and now we have a travel. As DeAndre, actually that was Delano and Buddha were in the way. So TJ brings it across the line. Tried to dish it off to Buddha, but it goes out of bounds to the Cardinals, or actually the Cougars, excuse me. So that's turnover number 6.
And Coach Brownlee decides he's seen enough, and he asks for a 30-second timeout as he sees his team is scoreless in the first 2 minutes, 15 seconds here in the third quarter, as the Hawthorne Cougars have put together a little 5-0 run. When you give them another 5-6 points in this run, and all of a sudden you've got the makings of a decent ball game.
That's right, with 5:47 left in the third quarter. Done some, the Cardinals have yet to score here in the third quarter.
I mean, just as an indication of where this program has to go, among other things, we just notice, and all we can do is report what we see. I don't even see cheerleaders for Hawthorne.
No, they're the best of the business. Apologies to Lusinger and Lawndale, but they're the ones, Hawthorne Cougars, they're the ones. Oh, Delano got his own basket, got his own rebound, but no basket?
No basket, because he actually passed to himself. Which, if you watch the replay, see, here's the pass, and he gets it. That's the equivalent of a travel.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It's a very silent Kai Courtney gym as the ball's picked up by Chris White with the left-handed dribble, and Gray has the ball go out of bounds on him, and
well, they give a foul actually to Markel Gray, which is going to send Chris White to the line to shoot a pair.
So that's a second for Markel. Second team foul. And Chris White with his first free throw of the night, and he has 9 points. Snaps a little 5-0 run by the Cougars out of the gate into the third quarter. That one went way down and came out. Hogan's with it. Nana Shabazz. Three-point shot taken and nailed by Gray. He has 4 points. So the Cougars aren't going away. Ball dumped down low to Jones. Left-handed hook shot. No. He gets his own rebound. Snedeker goes baseline. Gets it back out to White and one. Foul's going to go on Hogan's.
And it does go on Hogan's, as indicates the fouls with number 4. Just not enough size inside for the Cougars to put up much of a battle against this team as Chris White scores the and one.
Well, he's now has a dozen points, Rufus. And is that going to be a foul on Naz Shabazz?
I believe it is. Boy. Well, I thought it was just going to be an out-of-bounds play, but instead there's a foul called, as you mentioned, on Shabazz.
Ball dumped down low to Jones. A three-point shot nailed by Beckles. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Delano is the quiet assassin. And that's a travel on the play against Kayshawn Curry.
It's turnover number 8 by my count. So it'll be out of bounds on the sideline. So 3 Cardinals in double figures tonight. And Matu, Newman, and White, the leading scorer with 12. TJ looking to get on the board and is. That's his first bucket of the game.
As I mentioned the other night, he'll get his in time. He gets them when he wants them. He's content to allow his other bigs to get their game going before he looks to establish his own game.
Well, doing his job as the point guard. Gray off the glass. And he now has 6 points.
So very quietly, Lawndale actually extends the lead, even though Hawthorne is getting a little more offensive out here, but not enough to cut into this lead. It was 21 or 24 at the half, and it stands at 23 now. So I said the extended, they're actually holding it steady, although for a moment we thought Hawthorne had the makings of putting a dent in that lead.
Michael Blackwell into the ball game for Hawthorne, along with Devin Harris. And Brandon Newman in the game for the Cardinals.
Exactly. One of the things I was going to say, Lou, it takes a moment to get used to, because we typically cover the Cardinals at home. We're not accustomed to seeing them. Here comes DeAndre Snedeker and slam dunk.
4 points for DeAndre.
But I want to give a lot of credit to Kayshawn Curry for conceding the basket rather than trying to do something Heroic. Markel Gray with the basket there. Let me get Snedeker, his two over here.
Then a 30-second timeout called by Chris Brownlee with 2:14 left to go in the third quarter.
Right. And I want to go back to the comment on that last basket by Snedeker. Kayshawn Curry trailing on the play, could have attempted to contest it, gone up behind him, tried to block. That's one of those situations that is right for a player getting injured. And so I think he deserves a lot of credit. There may be some who question it. He backed off, understanding there wasn't a lot to be accomplished. And as such, the play ends nicely for Snedeker, and I think nicely for Kayshawn Curry as well.
Doesn't matter what the score is, they're having fun in the Kai.
There you go. Hey, if we're not going to win the game, let's at least win the party. You know?
So the ball will be inbounded by Pinker. Brandon Newman will run the offense for Chris Brownlee's Cardinals. Ball down low to Jones. Tried to rock the rim, but he's fouled by Harris.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Matu that'll get the two shots.
Harris, a 6'4" sophomore, hanging on for dear life on the play.
So Shemezi going to the line for two. Makes the first one now with 11 points.
He's got to get a little more consistent on the free throw, though. We've seen him have his share of troubles at the line.
He's 3 out of 6 on the night. 3 out of 7 on the night. Snedeker with the rebound. Newman dumps it down to Shemezi.
Whoa!
In and out.
Good looking shot for Shemezi, though. That's one of those that Coach Brownlee can live with.
Harris gets it over. Back. And Curry has it knocked away by Shemezi. Knocked it into the cheap seats. Let's watch this one. Sorry, Kayshawn.
Yep, nothing doing there.
Brandon Newman steals the inbound pass against Gray as left-hander.
Big man trailing the play, follows with the, again, that's his second follow slam dunk of the game.
Shemezi Matu, now Newman steals it again. Here comes TJ with the lay-in. Nope. The rim was rocking, don't know who hit it, but it goes out of bounds, and Markel Gray says, oh, shucks. 11 turnovers on Hawthorne.
Well, give the Hawthorne family and the Hawthorne crowd a lot of credit. I mean, they still showing a lot of energy and enthusiasm in the game, although, as you mentioned earlier, there's just as many Lawndale fans over there on the other side, and they have their cheerleaders with them, and they're making more than enough noise to get their fans going.
So Harris with the third foul of the night for him, and now they're out of fouls. This should be their 6th. So not a shooting foul. Shemezi out there gives it to Newman. So Devin Harris looks like a little kid out there in comparison to Shemezi Matu. Snedeker.
Wow.
Gets it to roll in. Boy, when it's going right. And DeAndre's on a roll. TJ makes the steal.
Oh! It's amazing.
This place might fall down.
And Chemezi says, hey, before you decide on who you think is going to be the player of the game, hold up, let me show you a couple of things. Give you something to think about.
Brandon Newman this, right? Well, three-point shot taken by Blackwell, no. And Harris gets the rebound as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. And what a quarter it was for Lawndale.
Yeah, as you see, Brandon Newman and Chemezi Mitu going off. Boy, two guys who've been pillars of this program over the past 4 years, and particularly tonight as they wrap up the regular season here in the Ocean League.
TJ to Chemezi. Butt up. And let's go to Sebastian.
So the Hawthorne Cougars are standing at 5-20 on the year. 4 of those wins didn't even come in the Kai Courtney Gymnasium. So far for these guys, the last game that they won was El Segundo when we were here. So Rufus, I don't know if that hat that you have over there is lucky or not, but let's see if it can happen for him in the fourth quarter. I doubt it, the way Chemezi is going up and taking everything to the rack. Back to you guys.
That's putting a lot of pressure on the hat, Sebastian.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you don't want him slamming the hat. He's been slamming everything else.
Quincy Pinkard here in front of us, about to inbound it as he'll take it from the official Eric McNally.
Oh, Lawndale scores 18 more. 18-12, they outscore Hawthorne, and Newman with 3, that's short. Rebound is off to Kawhi. Maya Kawhi back in the ball game. Now Shabazz with it to Kawhi. Being guarded by Quincy Pinkard. And look out. In the ball game is Chris Murray for the first time, and he's tackled at the 40-yard line. Wait a minute, no. He just takes a spill almost at midcourt.
And that's going to send, let's see who goes to the line. Chris Murray will go to the line.
So there's a foul. Do we still have that replay, Tom? That way we can see who committed the foul as the first shot is made by Chris. That's his first point. So that was Shabazz with the trip.
Yeah.
So Murray with 1 point. Gets in and contributes in the box score, and this one's off the mark. The rebound is tipped by Harris, but taken by Jones. Wide open underneath the Broster. Missed. And the rebound's volleyballed around. It'll be out of bounds to Hawthorne.
Boy, and Broster missed a layup on that play. No, now you got a foul. That's what I thought. They gave a foul to Buddha over the back on the rebound attempt.
If that's 4 on him. Shabazz with it, gets it to Blackwell. Now gets it back from Harris. Blackwell, and the ball is partially blocked by Jones. Newman with the outlet to Pinkard, lays it in. Beautiful play by the Cardinals.
Give the assist to Newman and the basket to Pinkard.
That was a terrific fast break. Kawhi with it, drives in, slashes, but has the ball stolen away by Murray. Outlet to Pinkard, high off the glass, but he'll get 2 at the line.
As he was fouled on the play by Shabazz.
That's his 3rd. In the ball game, Isaiah Davis on senior night. Eighth team foul, and the first free throw won't go down for Pinkard, and now wholesale changes for Jello Gray and the Cougars. A whole new 5. Arazo back in. Haven't seen him in a long time. Tinker misses them both. Rebound is off. Taken. Now Arazo with it. Wanted to take the three, but it's like Buda Jones is there. Can't do that. So he passes it off. Ball whipped around to Curry, and it's an air ball. Brandon Newman goes and just grabs it right out of the air.
Pushes it up the court because he's the guard that's on the floor right now.
Broster can't get it to go down. Lee with it. Lee speeds up court, trying to get around everybody, but Jones is there for the rebound, gives it off to Newman, and back come the Cardinals. Broster, pump fake, won't go down, rebound is off, out of bounds to Lawndale.
Okay, I think let's see who coach takes out on this play. Okay, Snedeker comes in, so he takes out Buda.
And Newman is in. Snedeker will be the center. 3-point shot taken by Pinkard. Won't go down. Rebound is taken by Broster. His first basket of the game. He has 4 points.
Okay, he made that one because I was about to say he was getting pretty close to his allotment.
Lee with the fake, he'll go to the line.
Foul should be given to Chris Murray, although Newman was in the vicinity. I think they're going to give it to Murray, as they should. Murray flies in, and he's the one who gets it, so that's who I'm going to give it to.
So Lee with 5 points, looking to put the Cougars on the board for the first time this quarter. And does. Now with a half a dozen. There's Jello Gray in his second year. Class act.
Absolutely. But with a fine coaching staff over there, he's got Coach House, who was formerly the head coach here, along with Moose. That basket put up and in by QP.
Hawthorne back in a hurry, but the ball slips out of the fingers of Hogan's and out of bounds. Turn it back over to Lawndale. 5:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. QP brings it up court. Newman wanted to go down the lane, but Hogan's was there. So now Snedeker gets a bump from Hogan's.
Gets a couple of bumps, and he's fouled on the play.
That should be on Kayshawn Curry.
And the official gives him an extra look only because with the stare down, that can be considered taunting.
DeAndre misses the first one. He has 6 points. His first free throw shot. So this might be the lineup for the remainder of the game for Chris Brownlee.
And Sebastian was telling me as we started the third that DeAndre was fine, that he had fallen somebody. Let's see if Newman can get a slam. Oh, he tried. But it's going to be, let's see. They're going to give him a technical.
He hung on the rim. he and DeAndre having a good time.
Looks over at his mom. She cracks a bit of a grin, checking his dad out, and here just observing it.
Hey, he tried it. Let's watch this. Watch the replay. Oh, missed it by that much.
Even Coach Brownlee is laughing. You know, and it's good that they're in this position where something like that, they can get a laugh out of it. Technical foul, which also goes as a personal, as Eraso makes the first.
He has a half a dozen. Oh, just missed it. In and out for Caesar. Caesar, who told us in a previous game that coming to Hawthorne was the best thing he ever did because he got a chance to play.
Okay.
I mean,
it's all about what's important to you.
Well, you can either sit for Lawndale or play for Hawthorne. Playing was more important. Turnover, and Snedeker picks up the garbage and puts it where it belongs. 9 points for DeAndre. Shot taken by Gray, no. Rebound to Snedeker, and Newman gets the pass. Trying to get around Cesar Arazo. Now Broster with it. Being defended by Hogan's. Newman gets it down underneath and swatted away from Murray by Hogan's. No foul, so it'll be out of bounds with 17 seconds left on the Cardinal shot clock. 4:01 left in the fourth quarter.
Newman did a good job of finding Murray inside. Murray just not able to convert due to the good defensive play by the Cougars.
Whoa! DeAndre took that over the no-look pass, over the shoulder, no look, and got his 11th point. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter now. It's 66-26 game.
That's Markel Gray with a triple.
And 11 points. Murray with the shot, no. Rebound is put up by Pinker. That wouldn't go down. The rebound comes down to Hogan's. And now to Curry, missed the layup. Actually, that's Enriquez, and he knocks it out of bounds.
And Pinker did the same thing that we saw on the other end. Didn't contest the basket, knew it was meaningless to contest, and instead comes back the other way. Display of good sportsmanship.
Three-point shot buried by Broster, trying to get some more playing time. 7 points for David. 2:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hogan's with a three, that's off the mark, but the rebound is chased down by Curry. Gets the bounce pass back from Hogan's on the give and go, but a foul.
Looks like the foul is going to go against Brandon Newman, and it does.
His second personal, 5th team foul. Devin Harris comes back in the game for the Cougars.
You know, one of the guys that we've not even seen in uniform for the Cardinals tonight is Kenny Sherman. I don't even see him on the bench in the place.
Newman tips the ball on the inbound pass away from Arazo, gets it to Pinkard, and he lays it in. Smart play by Newman, unselfish
Newman to
play.
Pinkard. It's almost like Tinkers to Evers.
Where's the chance? That was a chance right there by Gray that missed, and that pass is stolen. Three-point shot by Arazo. Nope.
Oh, that one went across the top. Yep.
So it'll be Cardinal ball with 2:05 left to go. And the clock is not a running clock. 2 minutes. Chris Murray has it. Broster for three. Air ball. Harris saves it. Gets it up to Enriquez. Over to Arazo. Trying to get a three-point shot look. But there's a layup try by Enriquez. No. And there's Hogan's for three. Off the mark. Rebound by Arazo for a long two. That's long. And goes out of bounds. It'll be Lawndale ball with 1:30. Now the clock is going. 1:30 and rolling.
And we'll wrap it up here at Kai Courtney Gymnasium with the Lawndale Cardinals moving up to 7-3 and in league play, and as Snedeker lays it up and in.
13 for DeAndre.
And it'll be 1-9 on the season in the Ocean League for the Hawthorne Cougars. So Lawndale guaranteed a share of second, as we mentioned. Again, not that means a whole lot to them. 49 seconds left, 73-31 is our score.
Markel Gray with that last back. And Newman on the give and go and one. He has a dozen, has a chance for 13. And a nice play Good pass by Broster underneath, and Harris gets called for his 4th personal. Double bonus time.
Oh, boy.
So Newman gets the and one. A baker's dozen in his basket. Gray for 3, that won't go down. 24 seconds left to go in the ball game. And the ball is laid up to Snedeker. Can't get it to go down, a little bit too far out of his reach. And 10 seconds now counting down. And Enriquez tried to get the layup. That wouldn't go down.
And they won't push it across the court. There's 5 seconds left, now 1. That's the ball game. And our final here at Kai Courtney Gymnasium. Lawndale Cardinals come in and completely dominate a game, but outmanned Hawthorne Cougar team. Cougars put up a heck of a fight. There was no quit in it. Don't let the score deceive you, fans. The final 76-31. But I got to tell you, all the way from the opening whistle to the end, the Cougars put up a battle, but this Lawndale Cardinal team does much to the game as they spread the wealth around the night. So many different guys who were the stars for them. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I know somewhere around somebody's grabbing a coach. I don't see any indication yet, but let's just remind you here as we wrap up the season, the league season, Lawndale Cardinals will finish at 7-3, 16-10 overall. Hawthorne Cougars will finish at 1-9 in league play, 5-21. They graduate 9 seniors, which means that for 9 young men somewhere in this program, their opportunity will be coming next year.
Well, let's see. Do we have a coach yet? Okay, let's go to Sebastian.
Coach, you guys finish off here with a major win here at Hawthorne. Talk about what this means. Wins, going 7-3 in league, and playoffs coming up next.
It means a whole lot for us to be able to pick up 7-3. Probably will get a home game, but we just want to sharpen up because we got some really big goals. Felt like we were a little sloppy, defensively and all of that, and some things we need to tighten up. And so we didn't really get a chance to really work on it tonight. We didn't get a chance to practice yesterday. We talked about how we wanted to approach this game, so it kind of hurt and it kind of showed today.
Hawthorne, well-coached team, started off the game very enthusiastic, definitely not wanting to go out on their senior night like this. But what can you say about your team? What did you tell them after they made it competitive and blew the game out of the water after those first 5 minutes?
Well, just to get more sharper, run some of the stuff that we needed to run against their zone. When they went man a little bit, we needed to make sure that we're conscious of running our stuff. What we weren't doing a good job of, what Hawthorne does a good job of running most of the offense, and we weren't jumping the ball side when some of the playoff teams will hurt us in the later round. We got to make sure we sharpen that up.
Definitely. I know before the game you talked to me about you guys weren't even able to practice because you guys' gymnasium was being used for spring signups for sports. So talk about what's going to go on in the gym the next week before playoffs.
Well, normally we have to practice here for the break because they usually have an event in our gym. So hopefully they don't have that and we're able to get in our gym and we don't have to get another facility to practice in. It's just been really tough when playoffs come for us. So we got to stay focused and then sharpen up on a lot of the little things that I saw out there. Some people will be like, man, why don't you sit down or whatever. They're not seeing the same game that I'm seeing, even though we won by 45. That's not happening. They try to get to where we want to be in 3 weeks. We want to be playing in 3 weeks from now. So that's our goal.
Coach, good luck.
All right, thank you.
There you go, guys. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian, and good word. Nice to see a more relaxed Chris Brownlee tonight after a big win over a crosstown rival.
Absolutely. And as he said, a 45-point win. Math might be a little bit off. Well, yeah, but it was a lot. No, actually 45.
45.
Wow.
See,
but
he used his fingers and toes.
Exactly. But, you know, as I said, right now, everything revolves around Sunday because that's going to tell, you know, where you go next, who you play, you know, where you're seated at, etc. Let's go over to Tamara, though. She's got Coach David Jello Gray of the Hawthorne Cougars.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Gray. Coach Gray, not exactly what you expected, but despite the double-digit loss, your team never gave up. What's your thoughts on tonight's loss?
That's the important part of this. I try to keep the guys to keep fighting. We was outsized from the get-go. All I told my guys is keep playing hard, just fight to the bitter end. Don't give up, don't tap out for nothing. Hopefully that'll instill us and get us down. If we get an at-large bid playoff, maybe we'll do something in our matchup in our division.
I see a couple of guys over here on the bench. They got emotional tonight. What do you tell your guys after tonight?
I don't know why they got emotional. Because they played bad? Or I think it's more of the peer pressure. Because all these guys are from the same neighborhood, and the guys in the stands was really on those guys. Those guys are returning guys, seniors. So I think they take it kind of hard because the things that the crowd was saying, it kind of pushed some buttons.
Okay, let's piggyback here. You said a lot of these guys are from the same neighborhood. Despite playing each other, the Lawndale players went over here and consoled some of your players when they got emotional. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like we're, as a community, we're okay. You know, it's not nothing bitter. It's just an athletic rivalry that's going to continue to go on and on and on. I'm proud of those guys. I really look up to a lot of these guys over here. Delano, Boot and them. I respect those guys. Those are good guys. They're really good guys.
All right, Coach, and hope you make the playoffs. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Tamara. And there was a good perspective there that this is a community, and all the guys know each other. They see each other off campus, and they've known each other for years. And, hey, you know what? They did put their heart and soul into this game, even though they lost by 45 points. But you know, they can tell their families and their kids on down the line that, boy, we hung in there against a good
somehow
team.
Another over time, if you let enough years go by, it'll end up being a 45-point victory.
That's right.
The other way. So
we just missed them.
Right, but for now, you know, and he's right. I mean, they play, but he recognized, and as he said, I mean, just the size alone that Lawndale had was going to be hard to match. And it wasn't that they just have size. They got two very good players with size.
Right,
and,
exactly.
And so that was the problem. And Stedicor and Brandon Newman and QP and all the other guys that come in and
Can't
contribute.
forget Delano.
And Delano and Chris White and so forth. It was just tough for them to match up with that much talent.
4 Cardinals flew with double figures tonight, and well, it's going to be we're going to have to pick a player of the game and a tip of the hat, and
you know what? Let me throw this in there as well. I think we should pick a player of the game and a tip of the hat from each team because they're both our local teams.
Well, then let's go over to Sebastian.
Thanks a lot, guys. Here with Markel Gray, and tough loss tonight for you guys, but just talk about how fun it's been to play at Kai Courtney Gymnasium and be a Hawthorne Cougar for these last couple years.
I mean, I'm proud to be a Hawthorne Cougar. I mean, the season's been great. I mean, we had our disadvantages here and there with our losses, but we lose as a team, we win as a team, and we all grow together. I mean, this season doesn't show our positives and our negatives, but we good. Like, we all good together. We grow as a team. I mean, it's been a good season. I enjoyed my time here for these 2 years being a Hawthorne Cougar with Coach Gray and Coach Moose. They've been good guys. They're good coaches, and it's a positive outcome of being here. It's grateful just to be a Hawthorne Cougar.
Definitely. I know before the game we talked about Coach Gray and how good he's been to you and all of your teammates and how he keeps you guys together. Just talk about him and what do you expect from him in the future?
I mean, I expect the Hawthorne program to grow team-wise, players-wise, and everybody to just have a bond. We don't just need to be players and just teammates on the court. We need to have a bond on and off the court. I mean, Coach Gray and Coach Moose, they're good guys. They keep us all together, and we go out together. We do things together. We go to games, and we just have fun. It's a team thing all the way around, on and off the court.
I'm sure everybody wants to know what's next for you. Are you looking at any colleges and anything right now playing college basketball?
Yeah, I'm looking at college. I'm thinking about. I went to the USC game the other day. I checked them out. My dream school is going to USC, so I'm gonna try that out. I'm looking at that. But if I don't go there, I'm looking at Cal State Dominguez. And then, but most important after this, I'm gonna be training with Olin Simplest at Basketball's Finest Training.
Definitely. Well, good luck to you.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian. And Markel Gray led with 13 points for the Hawthorne Cougars, including 2 3-pointers on a tough night for them, but really showed the love that the Cougars have as a team for David Jello Gray.
Right, and he spoke with the right attitude. I mean, that's the kind of attitude that you want to see one of your star players have. I was very impressed with how he talked. Hey, we won as a team, and we lost as a team. And he spoke about how much he's enjoyed the experience with the coaching staff, with Coach Gray and Moose and Coach House and some of the other guys who are here. So that was good to hear, very good.
All right, let's go and run down the scoring. Markel Gray, like we said, had 13 points for the Cougars, 2 points for Chigbo Anaquim, 1 point each for Michael Blackwell, Bruce Hogans, and then 6 points for Davion Lee, 2 for Kayshawn Curry, and 6 for Cesar Arazo. For the victorious Lawndale Cardinals, 2 points for TJ Johnson, 6 for Buddha Jones, 6 for Quincy Pinkard, 15 for Shemezi Matu, who's flying out of the rafters tonight. David Broster contributed 7 points. Brandon Newman with 13, 1 for Chris Murray, 13 for DeAndre Snedeker, and 3 points for Delano Beckles, and 12 for Chris White. So we're going to pick our player of the game and our tip of the hat, one for each team, because there are guys.
There are guys, and let's mention that scoring rundown for the Cardinals was in limited playing time for their guys. I mean, Coach Brownlee substituted liberally throughout the game, to say the least. So, nonetheless, they win, and we need to pass out some awards.
That's right. We'll be back to do that right after this.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship Yukon Huskies basketball team, and you're losing your Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper, good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Back here at Kai Courtney Gymnasium on the campus of Hawthorne High School, and the final score again was 76-31 Lawndale over Hawthorne, and it's now time. Everybody waits for it. It's the player of the game and the tip of the hat. But since, Moose Davis is coming over, so we better not say anything to make him mad. But we're going to do the player of the game for Hawthorne and the tip of the hat first. And the player of the game is none other than Sebastian Spencer's interview, 0, Markel Gray, who had 13 points and was all over the place tonight for the Hawthorne Cougars. And the tip of the hat?
Tip of the hat tonight. Hey, it's here. Here you are right here.
Now explain the hat.
This is a Dobbs, first of all. This is a Dobbs Florentine. And as I said before, due to the weather, I mean, it was 88 degrees today. Had to go in and pull out some of the summer stuff just to survive. This isn't typically a winter hat. For those of you who are going, oh my God, why does he have that? It's a summer hat, but it was appropriate for today.
It sure
and
was.
The guy who earned this honor really contributed. He's a spark plug, an energy guy. Gave him that energy tonight, and that was none other than number 11, Davion Lee. So Davion, congratulations to you, and here's your tip of the hat.
And for the Lawndale Cardinals, their player of the game is the senior headed for USC, number 4, Shemezi Matu, with 15 points and some pretty spectacular aerial acrobatics.
Certainly was. He had two very exciting follow slams. And, of course, fans will be seeing a lot of that over the next couple of years when he matriculates on to the University of Southern California.
Just up the Harbor Freeway at Galen Center. And your tip of the hat for the Cardinals.
Tip of the hat tonight goes to another guy who's heading to the Division I program. He's going down to the University of Texas at El Paso. He's been a contributor all season, but tonight was really a big night for him. I was glad to see him have the kind of night he's had. Real special. He had 12 points, I believe you said, a number of steals, and a few assists on the night. So, Chris White, it's my pleasure to extend to you and honor you as the Tip of the Hat Award winner tonight for the Lawndale Cardinals. Well deserved.
It sure is for everybody. So congratulations to the Cardinals and to the Cougars. And again, want to thank their coaching staff and the administration for allowing us to invade their schools every once in a while to do these games, because they sure are a heck of a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and there's still some more basketball, hopefully, in our future. We've got the Lusinger Olympians that we know, just for a moment to go off script. Lusinger over in the Pioneer League. They will end up finishing no worse than tied for first and being co-champions in their first season in the Pioneer League. And,
not too bad.
They'll get a seed somewhere, hopefully a home game. And, of course, the Lawndale Cardinals, who finished second in the Ocean League, will also be a seeded team. And we're hopeful of getting a seed in. We'll know all of that in a couple of days.
And you're going to be camped out
over at the
CIF
CIF
headquarters, right?
That's
okay.
right. Well, that, and they put it up online real quick. So it's going to be fun. There's nothing like it, though. You got to know that, fans. And we know you're excited and waiting to know where both of our teams will likely be going.
Well, since we've seen one of the better players in the area, Chance Comanche with Beverly Hills, we're going to be interested to see where they're going to go, too. Who knows?
Right. They may cross
Hopefully
paths again.
They're very far away. That's all.
Right. Although Lawndale can play them well, and Lawndale has been close.
They had them twice.
In both of their games against them, and who knows, they may see them again somewhere down the road in this playoff run.
That's right, and Santa Monica High School as well. So 3 solid teams coming out of the Ocean League this year to represent.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, why don't you say we put a bow on this one and put that up in the wind shelf?
It's a dunner.
Okay. So for Rufus Washington and Tamara Latza, Sebastian Spencer, and Tom Strickfaddens, they did a triple. What do we say? 3-peat.
There you go.
Now we're not going to get sued by Pat Riley, are we?
You shouldn't.
Okay. The 3-time Star Award-winning crew for CityTV. This is Lou Stowers telling you once again the final score from Kai Courtney Gym on the campus of Hawthorne High School, the newly remodeled Hawthorne High School. It was the Cardinals flying high, 76-31 over the Cougars. See you in the playoffs.